touch these girls. They didn't tell you to touch them. You made a decision. Honestly, you made a decision. You made a bad decision. You know that already. But if you really care about making it better, be honest. If you really care about making things right, be honest.
I did.
I know you did. Tell me what happened.
On the 21st of February 2019, one girl came home crying after her classes at Boggy Creek Elementary. The girl was somewhere between 6 and 8 years old, and despite the hesitation and embarrassment, she told her parents, and later the police, that one of the substitute teachers, and I'm quoting, began touching her while explaining an assignment as he was sitting at his chair. When the parents reached out to the authorities, they uncovered the substitute teacher to be Syed Yaseen Asher. In December of 2018, Asher started his substitute teacher career at Osceola County and taught 1,102 students at 9 Osceola County schools, including the Central Avenue, Flora Ridge, Ventura, Pleasant Hill, Kissimmee, and Mill Creek Elementary schools, and Kissimmee and Parkway middle schools. He taught first grade at these schools. Not because he was good at it, but because he preferred to. In the later investigation, it was confirmed that he preferred to look after elementary-age kids during his interview process, and it now seemed clear why. In each of these schools were victims of his horrid behavior, and it was always the same pattern. He'd invite a student to his desk, and while he distracted the girls with work, he would, quote, inappropriately touch them. One 7-year-old student told her mother that her teacher touched her private parts in 2 different classes at Boggy Creek Elementary School. The only reason his reign of terror didn't last long is because of one brave girl who spoke to her parents about her experience on the 21st of February 2019, which was also the last class Asher ever taught. It was a dual language class of 14 students, in which one of the students had a query to ask about an assignment. Asher invited her up to his desk and drew something on his notes for her to copy. While she was copying, he put his hands down her pants. The investigation began after her parents reported this incident, and on March 1st, Asher was interrogated about the incident.
That's not true.
We're gonna go through this again? These kids are all making it up?
No.
You tell me the whole school's gonna make something up?
No, I'm telling the truth about
Mm-hmm.
the other girl, but I don't know about.
Okay. Maybe a girl. Let me say a girl, because I don't even know if you remember her name. A girl.
Yeah.
On Thursday, she's saying that you touched her butt inside of her pants.
No.
Are you willing to take a lie detector test? It's really a stress voice analysis test, but people kind of refer to it as a possible lie detector test. Will you be willing to take something like that?
No.
Why?
I'm afraid.
Why?
It might hurt me, that's why.
How is it gonna hurt you? It's not painful. Or you're afraid because you're not being honest with me.
No. I didn't.
Man, listen. I don't understand why you cooperated with me. I know I'm gonna find out a whole lot more. Now I'm scared about what I'm gonna find out because you're not being honest with me. We keep on going back and forth. You cried and you told me you were sorry.
Yeah.
Does it seem like you're sorry when you're not being honest with me right now?
I have not done that. I don't know, but I did want to.
I know that. How else would I know that? Oh my! I wouldn't be here if I don't know.
Yeah.
You touch a student's butt. Female student.
Refusing to take the lie detector test is a big mistake. In reality, telling someone to take a lie detector test is an interrogation method used to intimidate the person to confess. In some difficult interrogations, they compel the person to comply with a lie detector test, which they have a right to refuse. And even if they pass the test, the interrogators can tell you otherwise. But it seems like that's not needed here, considering how shaken he is right now. That same day, a different detective interviewed Asher in front of his house, where he denied the allegations and started crying. Now, that crying would indicate that he's slightly remorseful and would be honest straight away. But apparently, it's going to take a lot more than that to bring out the truth.
You touched up so many students you don't even know. You don't even remember. You're trying to think, oh, which girl spoke up? That's what it seems like.
No.
Let me tell you something, and I'm going to be honest. You cried to me. You told me you were a good kid and that you were sorry.
Yeah.
But you're not being sorry when you're saying that these kids are denying something. Do you know what these kids go through?
No.
You know, this other girl that came forward was crying to her mom, saying that something really bad happened to her. You believe in karma? How would you like it if it happened to one of your nieces or nephews? Or you when you were little, or your family members? But you're sitting there, and instead of, you're not sorry. You say you're sorry, you're not sorry. Because you're not being completely honest with me. If somebody's truly sorry and wants forgiveness with anybody, you be honest. You're not sorry. So if I pull video, I will not see you touching anybody that day you substituted.
Did not touch anybody.
Okay. You want to play that game? That's fine. It's gonna come out. I already talked to you about touch DNA, and this is even worse. I heard you put your hand inside of her pants. Do you think that your DNA is not gonna be there? I don't understand why do you keep on like hiding things? These kids, what did I tell you earlier? That sooner or later everything comes out. I know this little girl is not gonna just make it up. I know that. Be honest and tell me what happened, man. You're sitting there, and at this point, you know, saying you're sorry, but you're really not. You know I'm gonna find out. You know I'm gonna start pulling surveillance. Now you're just gonna make me work harder for it.
Yeah, I really didn't do that.
Okay. So some random girl that does not even know the other students is randomly gonna say the same thing that you touch her butt. That is just a coincidence? That's a coincidence? It's a coincidence?
I really didn't do it, said Asher, despite getting emotionally intimidated by the detective. He already said he was sorry and was crying a few hours ago when the detective came to his house, and now he's just lying. We can't imagine an 8-year-old would lie about something so heinous. And the fact that all 6 to 8-year-old victims are pointing to Asher clearly means it's him. He has no choice but to confess.
Do you think that today's my first day on the job?
No.
Do you think that today you're my first interview?
No.
You're not fooling anybody, man. Not the judge, not anybody. It's people, they don't even know each other. They're in completely different classes. Today was not even in school. So it's not like she went and told somebody else and they plotted against you. So there's no way. You're gonna sit there and lie still, or are you gonna be honest? You're not a little kid. You're an adult now.
Yeah.
And you need to take responsibility for your actions. You decided to touch these girls. They didn't tell you to touch them. You made a decision. Honestly, you made a decision. You made a bad decision. You know that already.
Yeah.
But if you really care about making it better, be honest. If you really care about making things right, be honest.
I did.
I know you did. Tell me what happened.
That's true about.
Inside her pants?
Yeah.
What is she saying? Something about it's cold or it was cold? Where did that happen? Outside or inside?
Inside the class.
Behind the desk or somewhere else?
Inside the desk.
What else do you do? Who do you do that to that day? Who do you do that to that day? On the 21st? Only one person?
Yeah.
What was she wearing?
Jeans.
Mm-hmm.
Thief. Yeah.
And what?
Jeans.
Uh-huh. And what else?
T-shirt.
So how did you put your hands inside her pants? How did that happen?
She was wearing a skirt.
She's wearing what?
A skirt.
I think you said jeans.
I thought about it.
What kind of skirt? Was it a jean skirt or was it something else?
I think it said yeah, jean skirt.
Okay, so how did that happen?
I was at the desk.
Okay, but what happened?
She came up to me, asked me a question.
Okay.
Told her to get your assignment and come here.
Okay. No what happened?
And tried to touch her.
Mm-hmm. But how? Where do you put your hand?
In her back.
Mm-hmm. And you slid it down, or was it from underneath her skirt, or was it from above?
Once from above.
Like that, like you go down?
Yeah.
And what did she do?
Didn't tell me anything.
How long did that last for?
About 2 minutes, I believe.
She just let you?
Yeah.
How did she look?
She's blonde. Black eyes.
Huh?
Black eyes.
Dark eyes?
Dark eyes.
What else?
She was wearing a skirt.
Are you sure about the skirt, or because you said pants at first? If you're not sure, that's fine. I'd rather you say you
I'm
don't.
not sure.
Huh?
I'm not sure.
Okay. I don't want you to guess if you're not sure. Okay. And then what?
That's all I could remember.
During what subject was this?
I don't remember. Exactly. I don't remember exactly when was it. It was in the morning. That's what I know.
Is there anybody else that is going to come forward?
No. I don't believe so.
He's confessed to the description, but he claims that he touched her above the jeans. This was actually not true. The claim was he touched her inside her pants, so the detective hasn't gotten the full truth yet. At least with his confession, he's more likely to talk rather than deny. But also, the confession about the 21st of February incident isn't enough. The detective asked him whether there will be more victims speaking up against Asher, to which he shakingly says no. Later on in this video, you're going to see that that's another lie.
Look, I already know that there's probably going to be more people coming forward. Is there anything else that you want to be honest with me about?
Say, I would say that I did the wrong thing. I wouldn't do it.
That you did wrong?
Yeah.
I know you did. Did you put your fingers inside her butt?
No.
What do you do when you put your hand inside her pants or skirt or whatever she was wearing?
Just touched her.
Like what? Show me. Where your hand? On the table.
Just touched her.
You said 2 minutes. Did you leave it there or something else?
I left it there.
Okay. And while you guys were doing what? Like, was she not saying anything? Were you saying something? I'm trying to understand, like, how does that work?
I believe. She was writing an assignment on the paper.
Okay.
She was doing it at my desk.
So she was just talking to you, and then you...
No. She was... Actually, they had an assignment to write.
Okay.
So she came up to me, she asked me how to do it. So I showed her a sample.
Okay.
And then she told me I would copy this. Can I copy it or...
What color was her hair?
Blonde. The black and the big coffee, dark.
But blonde and coffee is not the same. There's brown, there's
Yeah,
blonde,
brown.
there's black,
Brown.
there's orange, red, I don't know.
Brown.
Brown hair.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it, well, I have different colors in my hair. Was it short hair, dark, long hair?
Long hair.
Long brown hair?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I understand you.
Yeah.
I have no more questions. I have a feeling that there's more that you don't want to tell me, but I'm not going to go. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay? Do you have anything else you want to add before I conclude the interview?
Just feel sorry. I won't do it.
You want to do what?
I feel it's a very wrong thing. It is a wrong thing.
You're attracted to little girls.
Yeah.
It's a wrong thing, said Asher. But with this one complaint, the investigation began, which unveiled that it wasn't the only wrong thing. Once the terrifying truth emerged, Asher's life took a ghastly turn. His initial bond was set at a whopping sum of $45,000 as he faced the haunting charges of 3 counts of child molestation. The judge also decreed that Asher was forbidden from ever setting foot in Boggy Creek Elementary again, and he was forbidden from any interaction with minors under the age of 18. After fulfilling his bond and roaming about, he couldn't evade his fate any longer, as more witnesses started to come up and more charges were lining up. He surrendered himself shortly after and spent time at the Osceola County Jail, this time without the option of a bond. Investigators uncovered dreadful tales of potential additional victims while maintaining their privacy for this vile case. Yamiris Zayas, one of the parents, shared her harrowing thoughts with WFTV when she said, quote, "The first thought that comes to mind is, was my kid involved?" She and her fellow parents had the daunting task to sit their innocent children down and had to ask that chilling question. We all talked. I told the kids. I asked the kids, did anybody touch you? Later, a chilling police report was made, courtesy of a victim who endured the horrors of her substitute teacher. She revealed that he would attempt to plant unwanted kisses upon her lips, and to escape his clutches, she claimed that she needed water as an excuse to flee. Amidst the investigation, whispers of concern rippled throughout the county as their unease stemmed from Asher's age, a mere 19 years old, in a county where those as young as 18 were allowed to be substitutes. On that fateful day of March 1st, the same day Asher was interrogated, a detective summoned the courage to interview one of the brave girls who recounted her ordeal. A second conversation followed as the detective delved deeper, and soon enough, 5 more girls stepped forward, each with their tale of molestation. All the victims were between the tender years of 6 and 8. Detective Stephanie King revealed Asher's chilling confessions. She revealed, quote, "He said 2 months ago he touched another child at Flora Ridge, but didn't remember her name." She also revealed that Asher coldly admitted to violating yet another child at Mill Creek. The judge inquired about his intent, to which the detective informed that, quote, "He said he found the child attractive and beautiful." The judge, confronted with the depths of Asher's darkness, had no choice but to rack up a total of 16 counts of lewd and lascivious conduct, according to court records. Each charge carries a maximum penalty of 15 years in prison. But instead of being sentenced to approximately 240 years in prison, he only got 8. In July of 2021, he entered a plea agreement with the state, which compelled him to spend an 8-year sentence, pay the court cost of $2,676, be designated as a sexual predator, and lastly, be deported after he's done serving his time. For now, he's facing around 17 charges, and rest assured he will be out of the county and the country by the year 2029. This was the horrific case of Syed Yaseen Asher.